Hi everybody, welcome to Dandelion Cottage and Watercolor Wednesday. I'm Leslie Watkins. So I hope you're well. I have my Valentine bouquet leftovers here and they're still looking pretty good. It's about a quarter of the size that it was originally. And they're not perfect, but that's okay. We can fake it. So today I thought I would use these beautiful flowers as some inspiration for a little card that I'm going to show you how to make today. So I'm going to put these flowers in front of me where I can look at them for inspiration. I'm not going to be painting them exactly because what I need for this project is a kind of a soft abstract background, and I guess let me see if I can get them in the corner here so that you can look at them along with me. Okay, I have just a few materials here. I have a very vanilla card base. I have a matching very vanilla envelope, and if you're looking for nice papers and tools to make your own stationery, please let me know. I can help you go in the right direction. This is my website, dandelioncottagedesign.com, and if you send me an email or a message, I can answer your questions. But what I'm going to do today is to just use these beautiful papers. I have some cardstock here as well. So this is the Pear Pizzazz is the paler green, and then this one is the Old Olive. And I'm going to put those together for a two-tone matte on top of my card, just like that. And then I have a piece of hot press watercolor paper that's going to go on my card like so. Alright, so that is the basis. So what we need to do now is to put a little decoration on this watercolor paper. Let me check and make sure everything's working over here. Oh, we've got a slow connection today, very slow. Alright, but it's working. Hi everybody. If you have any questions, please post them in the comments below, and after the video I'll be happy to address them. I also have a couple of announcements to make. Oops. Hold on, let me get the sound off. There we go. I have two wonderful watercolor classes coming up this month that are being sponsored by local libraries and organizations. And all of that information is also on my website at dandelioncottagedesign.com. Look under online classes and you will see the notices for a beginning watercolor class and a painting woodpecker class. You'll also see a fantastic double class, 2-in-1, with the Butterfly Brilliance stamp set, which involves painting with ink, and that's going to be a really comprehensive, fun class. So check that out while you're there. Again, dandelioncottagedesign.com. Alright, and while you're there, please subscribe to Notes so I can let you know when these classes are coming up and what all the details are, and so you can register for them. Now I've got my watercolors here, red, yellow, and blue. I'm just going to put this off to the side. I also have a spritzer, and I'm just going to give my paper a little bit of a spritz to pre-moisten it. Not much, just a little bit. Okay, and I will zoom you in so you can see better what I'm doing. Okay, I think that's pretty good. All right. Now, I know that I'm going to have a label down in my lower right corner, and there's going to be a little embellishment up here. So most of my design and color is going to be in these two corners. So I'm just going to get some pink started, put a few strokes of that in my areas where my design's going to be concentrated. I'm going to grab a paper towel. Oh, look, Montana. Mary Ellen from Montana. How cool is that? And Kelly from Wisconsin. The most exciting thing I think about the internet is how you can connect with people that you normally never would. So thank you both so much for checking out the show today. I'm really glad to have you. All right, so there's a couple of little blotches of flower shapes. Now I'm going to take some green, and all I'm doing is just mixing a little bit of yellow and blue together. And I'm keeping this mixture a little bit on the warm side, so it's a little more yellowish than it is blue. And just a light, fairly light, fairly dilute mixture. And I'm just going to indicate some of these leaves. Okay, very simple. Very simple. You can do this. Just get a great big piece of paper. It should be paper that is specifically made for watercolors. And just play. Just don't worry about how it's going to look. Just do it to observe how the water and the paint moves. And you'll be practicing and getting to know what you can expect with different amounts of water. I'm going to be going into that in detail, of course, in the upcoming class. I'll be talking about color mixtures, values, your setup, how to start with the right paints, the right brushes, all kinds of things. And then I'll be doing a demonstration that you can follow along with. And afterwards, there will be a question and answer time. And you're also welcome to share your paintings for critique. So if you hold them up to the camera, I'll be able to see them and better answer your questions and help you get to the next step. So don't be shy. Don't be shy. The sooner you can ask questions and get feedback on your work, the sooner you'll be able to progress. So we all start somewhere, so don't worry about that. Okay, so there's a kind of an overall design. I guess I can get a little something in the middle here. This may show. So I'll put another flower here. And now all I'm going to do is go back into those areas and just develop them a little bit further. And it really helps to have something to refer to. Even though I'm kind of making this up as I'm going along, I am taking my cue from the beautiful arrangement that's in front of me. So if you can pick up a bouquet of flowers at your supermarket or your local florist, maybe you live someplace where you still have flowers outside, better yet. And if you can't get out, hit the refrigerator. Check out your cabbage leaves and your broccoli and your fruits and veggies. You know, all those things make wonderful practice paintings. And if you are a stamper and you have your water-based inks that you use for your re-inking, they work great. So get out your re-inkers and, oops, that's a robocall. I'm not going to answer that. It's going to go away in a minute. They're so annoying. Okay, I think it's going to ring one more time and then stop. Uh-oh. Let me... Oh, hold on a second, folks. Let me turn that off. You know, normally I would just turn my phone off when I went live with my videos, but I get like one phone call a month. And this one was the one, so my apologies, everybody. But there we go. So this is coming along. It's a little bit wet, so I'm going to have to put this aside and let it dry a little. I just want to get a little bit darker on some of these leaves. There we go. All right, so I'm just going to put this off to dry, and while that's drying, we'll do some stamping. So today I have the Heal Your Heart sentiments that were available during celebration, and I like this one. We're in this together. So I've got that mounted up, and this is an extra piece of watercolor paper that I tore off the edge of my... This is a crazy day. All right, so this says we're in this together. So there's my sentiment. And for this, I'm going to be using the rectangular postage stamp punch. I may have to trim an edge off here, so let me just cut this corner. There we go. And I used old olive for the stamping. So now I'm just going to put my layers together. No, the rooster does not live here all the time. He's visiting today because we're in the midst of moving them around. But that is Otello, and he's talking to Elvis, and pretty soon they're going to be back outside in their pens for the summer. But we've got, oh, I don't know, maybe a foot or so of snow left. It's really melting. It's a warm day today. And the nights are cold, so then it crusts up and makes it really hard to walk around on the snow. I imagine there's a lot of snow in Montana. Okay, so there is my card layer. Now this is still pretty wet, so I'm not going to be able to stick it down all the way. So I'm just going to place it on here so you can see how it comes together, because this area is still drying. That one's probably damp as well, but this is okay. So that's where my sentiment's going to go, just in there. Okay, and then I have something very special that I want to share with you. This is the Butterfly Brilliance stamp set, and it comes with a lot of dies. I think there's 12 of them in here. Okay, and this is a fantastic stamp set. This just came out. It's brand new. It became available yesterday, and I'm going to be featuring this stamp set throughout the month in a lot of different projects. It's also the featured stamp set in my watercolor painting with ink and paper crafting workshop that is available now. You can sign up until the 9th of the month. It's going to be 2 classes in one. So you're going to learn how to paint the butterflies as well as use them in pop-up cards. And I am just so pleased with this set because I love the realistic quality of the drawing, and I love the versatility of the punches that come with it. So let me show you what you can do with this set. I have a case here of some butterflies that I've been making using it. So here is this beautiful filigree that you can punch out as a decoration to your butterflies. Here's an example of a butterfly that's been painted. In this case, I painted it with water-based inks and then cut it out. So I'm just going to select one of these for my card today. So I want one that's not too big. It's too big. Here's a little one. That's a good one. Alright, let's see what we've got. Here's, oh, this is really cute. Oh, I like that. I'm going to go with that one. Alright, so what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to take my thumb and I'm just going to gently fold those wings up, just like that. And then I'm going to take a glue dot and press that to the bottom of my butterfly. I think I can get 2 on here. I'll put 2 for extra stick. Oops. There we go. And then this, get that set up. I was planning on putting it up there, but I think I like it over here. All right, so that's the basic idea. And I'm going to continue painting on this just a little bit longer. Where's my envelope? Here's my envelope. I'm going to paint on this a little bit longer just to put a little more detail in these flowers before I stick these things down. So let's just do that quickly. And for this, I think I'm going to switch to my smaller brush. So the brush that I started with was a number 7. And now I'm going to switch down to a number 4. And I always recommend using the largest brush that you can as you're painting so that you don't get too bogged down in the details. But at this point, I do want to add some details, and so that's why I'm switching to the smaller brush. So just finish up these leaves. And then I'm going to make a darker, get you out so you can see. I'm just mixing up a darker mixture. This is the red and the yellow combined. You would do the same thing with your inks. And then just using the tip of my brush, I'm just going to start to make some petal shapes, get the centers of the flowers started. Just doing a little bit of drawing. And these petals have some little ruffles in them, so I want to capture that quality. Maybe indicate some of these beautiful stamens. Now this one I know is wetter than the others, so let me see. I'm going to try to blot it a little bit, see if I can just take away some of that moisture. Oh, it's getting better. Okay, maybe we can hold a line here. Let's see. Oh yeah, that's fine. There we go. Get some of these petals. All right, so I think that'll do it. Now I'm going to take some glue. Get my artwork mounted onto my card. And these papers, by the way, both the cardstock and the card base are all acid free. So you can use these with your beautiful watercolor papers and not worry about them getting yellowed or brittle over time. So there is that, and I'm going to take some dimensionals. Let's see, what do I have here? Here we go. So I've got some dimensionals, and I'm just going to grab my label, and I will put 3 on the back of there. peel off those backings. Get my butterfly with the glue dots already on there. And the butterfly, by the way, also has a little bit of glimmer on it. I used the Wink of Stella after I finished painting it to give it a little bit of a sparkly kind of an iridescence. So there you have it. There is a beautiful little hand-painted note card with a nice sentiment, decorated with this gorgeous butterfly. Now, if you like, you could take it a step further, and why not? So I'm just gonna take some of these embellishments, and I'm going to take the tiniest ones. These are the champagne rhinestones, and they just have a little bit of color to them, which I think looks really pretty with the very vanilla paper. They just look, I think, particularly nice with these sort of creamy tones. There we go. Let me see if I can hold that up so you can see that. See that little sparkle going on there. All right, so thank you very much for joining me today for this little watercolor note card. I hope it gives you some ideas. I hope you'll check out that Butterfly Brilliance stamp set. Let me show you how that looks again. I'm really impressed by this one. There's a lot that you can do with it, so stay tuned this month while I use this set quite a bit and hopefully inspire you. So stay well, stay happy, stay creative. Subscribe to subscribe to Notes from Dandelion Cottage at dandelioncottagedesign.com, and I will send you information about all of the upcoming watercolor classes, card classes, and special events. There's a lot going on in March and you won't want to miss it. Thank you for joining me. Stay creative, and I will see you next on Paper Crafting Saturday at 12 noon.